Hello friends, now I have to explain here measures for consumer protection. We have already discussed about rights, duties, reasons and forms of the exploitation, right? So the important point I am going to discuss with you is the measures for consumer protection. Actually, it's a duty of the government, and government have already taken step by formatting the law, the consumer protection law in 1986. They have already formatted, so we need to understand about measures for consumer protection now. There are three tier. Actually, there are three. One, two, three, four. 4 points are given in our textbook in measures for consumer protection. The first step is courts. There are three tier tribunals. The second point is consumer protection council. Council means the different type of the consumer protection groups. The people are formating and fighting for their rights as the consumer. The third step is about public distribution system, that we have understood about steps to prevent price rise. The public distribution system we have already understood, and again we will discuss here in shortly. And the fourth point is system to certify weights, measures and purity of goods. There are different symbols. All these symbols are giving us detail about purity of goods, what we can think so. Is that clear, my friends? So the measures are so many. 4 means not a single measure, but more than one measures are here, right, my friends? So we will discuss about it. First is a three-tier tribunal courts. Three-tier means three layer. First is a district forum. Second is a state commission. And third is a national commission or a national forum. So there are three tiers, right? Under the Consumer Protection Act 1986, these three-tier division have been established for giving justice to the consumers when they are unable to get any support from anywhere. And under the law, these courts have been implemented. National Consumer Commission or Central Consumer Protection Council has been set up under this law, and State Forum is also working at there under this commission. National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission is also working here, and different norms have been set. Norms means for how much rupees a person can go to which court for asking for compensation, because the money has been paid to the trader, seller or the producer, but the consumer is not satisfied, so they are going, right, my friends? So first is district forum. Again I repeat, under National Consumer Protection Act 1986, Central Consumer Protection Council or the National Consumer Commission has been set up. Also, the State Consumer Forum has been set up at every state level. Not a one state, but every state have their own State Consumer Commission, right? Okay. Under this commission, the national disputes at the National Commission are solved. Dispute at the state level will be solved at the State Commission, and also in district commission. The third layer, the lowest one, is district commission, is working at the district level. In India, there are 571 district consumer district forums are working, and here the compensation claim could be filed for up to 20 lakhs. I repeat, up to 20 lakhs the compensation file, claim for the compensation could be filed. So you have to remember, in district forum 20 lakhs, in state forum above 20 lakhs up to 1 crore, in a national forum or the national commission above 1 crore, all cases, right? So it is very clear. 3 layer have 3 powers. In district forum, generally the procedure is everybody has to file his claim with specific duty fees, because people are sometimes misusing this law. So they have decided to take duty fees, and 10% of the duty fees is taken. Even in the only for one time the person has to pay, because if he is not getting justice in the district forum, then he will have to move towards the state commission, then he will have to move towards the national commission. So the 10% for whichever the compensation is asking, he will have to pay first. Thereafter his case will be taken on process. Sorry, not 10%, I forgot and I have mistake. 50% of the amount of the compensation he has to pay, whichever is less, maybe 50% or the 25,000. So almostly, generally it is the system that minimum 25,000 every consumer has to pay first. So sometimes it becomes very confusing for very poor person to move to the court, because we just think he has taken the television, and if the television is of 30,000, then he will not pay about 25,000. So he will have to pay, he is asking for the 30,000 of the television set. So he has to pay 15% amount of the compensation what he is asking. So the 15,000 he has to pay first. Why the question? Now the question comes here, why the courts are asking to pay first the minimum? The reason is, so many people are misusing the law. I have already stated just before here. So to stop wrong or false cases to come in front of them, they are insisting that whatever the compensation you are asking must come with paid money. If your case will be true, your compensation will be paid up to you with your paid money, whatever you have. But minimum 100 rupees stamp is applied with the complaint, right? With the 100 rupees stamp applied with every complaint, it is a routine process. When you are going to make the complaint first, 100 rupees stamp will be applied. So free of the cost. Earlier it was totally free, but when the people started to misuse the law, then the government have taken step to decide to take minimum 100 rupees minimum. So the wrong or the false complaints stop to come. Okay, when you are asking for the compensation, then you decide that I want this compensation, then 50% or less 25,000. 50% it means 10 lakhs you are asking, then not 5 lakhs but 25,000. If you are asking for 30,000 compensation, then your minimum deposited amount with your compensation claim 15,000 is insisted. So the false complaint may stop. Some steps are government required to take to stop false complaint. Okay. Now the second one is a state commission. In India, 35 state forums. For district forum I have said 571 district forums. For state commissions there are 35 state commissions in India, because the system is all states and union territories, including everyone. So now you think, how many union territories we have, how many states we have now. Okay, so in that way 35 state forums are there for consumer complaints. Okay, here the minimum compensation case starts if anybody has the problem over 20 lakhs for compensation. He will directly come to the state commission. He has not to move towards the district forum. He has to directly come to the state forum, more than 20 lakhs, right? And here he will have to pay first. If he is asking for more than 20 lakhs compensation, he has to pay first minimum 35,000 minimum. He has to deposit with his complaint for compensation claim, right? Here one more point you have to remember. In case of the district forum, if the person is not satisfied with the decision given by the district forum, even by the state forum, even by the national commission, he has to one more chance for higher level appeals. And in appeals, in case of the district forum, 30 days he will given to move towards the state commission. In case of the first case come towards the state commission, he will given 30 days to move towards the national commission, right? So here some important points you have to remember. I will make it divide here. Okay. Now I am discussing with you about national commission. So for the national commission, compensation claim starts above 1 crore. Above 1 crore means he is asking for the compensation above 1 crore. Such cases directly come towards the national commission. Here the sitting members are 5 in place of the judges, and they take necessary steps. Here minimum 50,000, any person who wants to come directly in national commission, he has to deposit 50,000 with his claim. Because again I say, to stop the false claim, right? Okay. If any person has not satisfied and has come here from district and state, he will get 90 days to file case in Supreme Court. Means after National Commission, the Supreme Court is the last one. But here for consumer level, the 3 layers have been set, and that every person has to understand, right? So if any person is not comply with any of the court, if any person does not comply the order given by any court, he could given punishment for penalty and confinement in jail, penalty by rupees and confinement in jail, because he has made the false complaint. And if any company has not given proper reply to the consumer and the judgment has come against that company and he is also not following the same, then the owner of the company will bound to pay the fine or the penalty and punishment, both, whatever the court decide. Generally, people below poverty line, I repeat, people coming from below poverty line, senior citizens and handicapped are exempted from paying fees. Which fees I am saying? That 25,000 in the district, 35,000 in the state commission and 50,000 in the national commission. These fees will not apply to these three category people. I repeat, people coming from below poverty line, who are senior citizens and who are handicapped, they will be exempted from paying these fees. So he will also allowed to get legal aid from district legal free legal service. Legal aid means legal help of the advocate, guidance, whatever will be available for him. See, in India, free legal aid is available for every person. So in that way, here also, that is main possible support. Now relating to the law I am discussing, so I will discuss here how the complaint could be filed. Regarding the measures of consumer protection, the first we are discussing about courts. So here I will discuss about how to file complaint, because it is directly connected with the point. Okay. A victim, some points you have to remember. A victim may file a complaint in a simple and clear language. He has not to write in the legal manner. He has to write down in a simple line, a simple way of that. How we can put his detail. Maybe typed, computerized, handwritten, and if possible through mail. Means it is not necessary that the person has to present in there. His mail will also apply. That is the point here. It's a special thing. If the victim goes to court through the lawyer, then he needs affidavit. Affidavit means he has to assure that whatever he is saying in front of the court is true and correct. Nothing false statement he is making. Right? Now I am discussing about the format of the complaint, name of the complainant, because you are filing the claim. Second, address of the complainant or the applicant. Third, his contact number should be there on the application. So the right person only come in front of the court. False people stop to come. That is the main thing. Okay. Second point is write detailed description of complaint. See, you have not to put in a simple 2 lines that I have taken these things and I am not satisfied. But no, here complete detail what kind of the complaint any person has. He has to put in his complaint with give proper reason for complaining clearly. What kind of the complaint a person is making, that is required. It is essential to know why the complaint is made. without that detail, how the person can get the complaint detail? You understand? So judge cannot understand directly. He has not visited your place. You have not presented the things, because so many things are unable to brought in the court. So the complete detail, whatever you have complained, give its reason, right? I again repeat, write detailed description and give reason for which the complaint is made. Third, enclose copy of supportive evidence. Now I want to say here something. Supportive evidence means how the court will understand that you are the purchaser. Some evidences are required, as like bill, as like receipt of payment, as like warranty guarantee card, which show the proof that you have purchased the things. That is necessary to indicate, that is necessary to enclose. Okay, original documents are not required to enclose, but the Xerox copies are required to enclose. If the payment is done by check, then the attached counter folio of your check, so the surety may come in front of the court that the payment is been made. Okay, it is necessary that to show your surety as your self, as the complainant. Okay, here it is not stated, but nowadays Aadhaar cards, voter ID, right? So many things the courts are asking, because any person with the name come and directly put the complaint in written way. If he is not presenting his Aadhaar card, then how the court will decide that who is the real complainant? That is necessary. So courts are asking for documents. Never give original documents. It is required, because your case will move from the district, maybe up to the National Commission at all the places. How can any person put the original document? Because original document will only one. So he cannot put multiple original documents. That is the reason what every person has to understand. Am I right? So here the complaint will be filed in this way that he put detail. Okay friends, so here I have discussed with you about how to file a complaint. Now I am going to discuss about activities of Consumer Society or Consumer Protection Council, CPC. There are so many consumer protection groups and societies are working in India at the taluka level, at the district level, at the state level, or at the national level. There are so many consumer societies, and these consumer societies are working as non-political, non-commercial, voluntary organization. Non-political, non-commercial and voluntary organizations, they are working. So the main objective of these consumer societies are to bring awareness about consumer rights. The rights of the consumer is required to be in front of the people. Encourage them. Encourage means support them, inspire them to help government. See, government is not a person. Remember the line. Government is a system framed by we all the people. We have elected our leaders. We have elected our representatives to work for us by sitting in the offices of the administration. So it is our duty to help to government for framing the correct policies and for protecting all people time to time about their rights. It is required to do reviewing process time by time about consumer rights. So any person could get proper justice without any discrimination. It is also necessary to see that these consumer groups or the societies are giving suggestions to the government regarding necessity of legal provisions for supporting consumer protection. So these societies are working for creating awareness of consumer protection in people and connecting themselves with government for protection of consumer rights. These societies are providing consumer education. See, all consumers are not aware about their own rights, their own duties. So to make these people aware, it's a duty of consumer groups to work to make them aware, to stop the exploitation, rights, duties, types of consumer exploitation, everything they are making aware to the people. So for that reason they are handling and working for the awareness of consumers. So the consumers should save from being exploited. These societies are also publishing some monthly, bi-monthly, fortnightly and different yearly or half-yearly magazines for purpose of awareness of consumer exploitation. The names of the magazines, some magazines names are given here. Grahak Suraksha. Second, Insight the Consumer. Third, Grahak Manch. I repeat, Grahak Suraksha. Second, Insight the Consumer. And third, Grahak Manch. These are periodicals and magazines are published for awareness of consumers and also helping consumer for complaining in the consumer courts so they can get proper justice through courts. Right, my friends? So this is the second step. First step we have discussed about tribunal courts at the three level: district level, state level and national level. Second one is a consumer society that I have discussed, and with these courts I also discuss how to file complaint. That is the essential point which I discussed here. Okay, now the third point is public distribution system. It is called PDS. We have already studied earlier in steps to prevent price rise or control price rise. According to that, we have studied that essential commodities will be available to the people with good quality at fixed quantity in the monthly quota at fixed price. So the poor can get goods, essential goods at the regular interval from fair price shops, FPS. Here the objective is to save the poor consumer from being exploited in open market where they have to purchase goods at the higher rate, maybe quality good or low, anything is possible, and weight is also not sure that the correct weight may come. But in the fair price shop, the product will come in the good quality at the lowest rate, and the accurate weight must provided to the people, and for that purpose the public distribution system is working to abolish corrupt practice in market for the poor people. Right, my friends? So here we have discussed 3 points from measures of consumer protection. Okay, friends?